I was inspired to get into communications because I have a passion for consumer behaviour, and that really applies to my company because I'm really interested in understanding people's attitudes and behaviour towards food production and food consumption. Hi, my name is Laura and I'm a communications manager at EIT Food. EIT Food is a European programme that makes the food system more healthy, sustainable and trusted. A big part of communications is actually you're just telling a story for your audience. So essentially I'm creating a narrative and raising awareness of EIT Food and telling the story of what we do. The best part of my job is content creation. So I love creating articles and blogs and really cool social media posts that people are going to see online. So it's nice when you know that you're working for a company that wants to make a really big difference to society. So it might be that I've written an article telling people about all the issues associated with food waste and maybe how they can go about reducing their food waste. So I might go home at night and think, okay, maybe at least one person's read that article and thought, you know what, I'm gonna make some changes in my life to reduce how much food I waste. People are exposed to so much content on a day-to-day basis. It's a bit like information overload sometimes. The main challenge for me is breaking through that noise, making sure I'm choosing the right channels, promoting content in the right way. If I'm creating an article, for example, what's going to make that article interesting to the audience that I'm creating it for? I need to make sure that, one, I'm creating interesting content that ticks our goals, but also I'm creating content that is actually useful for the reader. I don't want to create something if, it's not actually going to benefit anyone in any way. A really exciting video campaign that I've been a part of recently is our Day in the Life series, which represents loads of different careers in the food system. We're encouraging young people to actually think about having a career in the food industry. We need some new ambassadors to really be for the people and our planet. So the series is not just about focusing on particular different careers, but actually more widely just encouraging them to be a part of this whole change that is needed to make the food system more healthy and sustainable. There's lots of different events that I'm involved in. For example, A3 Scotland, which is an event in AAA, which is agri-tech, animal health and aquaculture. And essentially it's Scotland's premier event to encourage people to come together and think about how we can improve and innovate in those three different areas. So my involvement in the event is making sure that we've got representatives from each of those three different areas, and essentially I have to speak to each of those speakers, speak to the different sponsors and also find out who they want to attend the event and making sure that I'm marketing the event to their right audiences as well. There are different pathways into a job in communications. So you can take a more academic route where you might do a university degree in something like public relations or journalism or economics. But I guess it's important that you don't just have to take that university route into something like communications. Essentially work experience is just really important, and there are lots of apprenticeships on offer in something like comms. Essentially every company needs someone who's skilled in communications. In 3 words, I would describe being a communications manager as creative, rewarding and fun.